The visit of Qatar's Emir to Saudi Arabia on December 8th marks another high-level engagement between two of the Gulf region's most influential leaders. The arrival took place in the Saudi capital Riyadh, where Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman welcomed Qatar's Emir, Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani, at the airport before the two proceeded to hold official talks at Yamamah Palace. The meeting comes against the backdrop of ongoing diplomatic coordination between Gulf Cooperation Council states, continued regional realignments, and a broad set of political and economic issues that require close consultation among Gulf leaders. While no statements were issued at the moment of the arrival, the choreography of the visit reflects the continued normalization and strengthening of ties between Riyadh and Doha in recent years. Footage from Saudi state television shows the aircraft carrying the Emir of Qatar landing in Riyadh. A wide shot captures Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman standing on the tarmac as Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani descends from the plane. The two leaders greet each other with a handshake, offering a brief exchange before walking side by side along the airport reception area. The imagery reflects what has become a consistent diplomatic rhythm across the region. High-level engagements between Gulf rulers are typically structured around symbolic gestures of welcome, followed by extended closed-door discussions focusing on regional stability, economic cooperation, and ongoing geopolitical challenges. The Riyadh meeting adheres to that model. In the first sequence of the footage, the wide shot from the airport shows the Crown Prince welcoming the Emir between the time codes 05 and 015. Both leaders are seen walking together, with Saudi and Qatari flags visible on the airfield surroundings. This portion of the visit primarily captures the reception ceremony, emphasizing the personal rapport and protocol observed at these state-level encounters. At 0:15 to 0:17, the two leaders continue walking across the airport grounds. No sound is available from the source, as noted by the editorial advisory, and the footage is intended strictly for visual documentation. The absence of audio underscores that the meeting's substantive content will emerge from later discussions and any subsequent official statements. From 0:17 to 0:21, the camera pans left as the Crown Prince and the Emir continue walking together. The visual presentation remains focused on protocol, body language, and the formalities associated with diplomatic receptions. At 0:21 to 0:24, the mid-shot captures the two leaders meeting again, this time in a closer frame. Their interaction appears cordial, consistent with the improved diplomatic environment that has taken shape following the resolution of the Gulf Rift in early 2021. Since that period, Saudi Arabia and Qatar have steadily expanded political and economic engagement, supported by frequent leadership-level dialogues. In the footage spanning 0:24 to 0:28, Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman is shown during his meeting with Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani. The images depict both leaders in discussion, though no details of their conversation are publicly available at this stage. The objective is to document the formal progression of the visit rather than to provide policy disclosures. The next sequence, from 0:28 to 0:30, shows the Emir of Qatar during the meeting. This visual segment provides a balanced presentation of both leaders, marking the moment they sit down for their preliminary exchange before moving to the palace. By 0:30 to 0:34, the footage shows another wide shot of the two leaders meeting at the airport. This repetition is typical of official coverage, offering viewers consistent visual confirmation of the exchange and its protocol. At 0:34 to 0:39, the setting shifts to Yamamah Palace, one of the principal venues for Saudi government meetings. The Crown Prince is seen walking alongside Qatar's Emir as they enter the palace grounds. This transition signals the beginning of the more formal diplomatic session. Between 0:39 and 0:47, the Emir greets Saudi officials lined up to receive him. The sequence captures multiple Saudi figures, likely including senior advisors, ministers, and members of the royal court. Such greetings reflect the customary order in which foreign dignitaries are welcomed at major state institutions. The next tracking shot from 0:47 to 0:54 shows Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman greeting members of the Qatari delegation. The delegation includes officials accompanying the Emir on the visit, likely representing portfolios relevant to bilateral discussions. These exchanges reinforce the structure of reciprocal respect that governs Gulf diplomatic engagements. At 0:54 to 0:59, an extreme wide shot captures the leaders inside the palace meeting space. This room is commonly used for high-level discussions and diplomatic receptions, featuring long seating arrangements and an environment designed to accommodate extended delegations on both sides. Between 0:59 and 1:04, another wide shot shows the Crown Prince meeting with the Emir at Yamamah Palace. These images indicate that the two leaders are resuming or continuing broader discussions about shared priorities. While no policy announcements accompany the footage, such meetings traditionally cover regional security, bilateral cooperation, energy markets, investment frameworks, and coordination on international issues affecting the Gulf. At 1:04 to 1:07, the Saudi delegation is shown attending the meeting. This includes senior officials positioned in a semicircular seating arrangement consistent with the format of leadership briefings inside the palace. From 1:07 to 1:10, the Qatari delegation is shown in a similar configuration, mirroring the Saudi side. Visual symmetry between delegations is deliberate, signaling equality in diplomatic stature and reinforcing the dialogue's bilateral nature. At 1:10 to 1:12, another wide shot shows the Saudi Crown Prince meeting with the Emir. The footage maintains the same tone of formal engagement. Between 1:12 and 1:15, the camera pans left across the meeting room, capturing the two leaders as discussions continue. This sequence provides a final angle of the meeting inside the palace before the footage concludes. At 1:15 to 1:19, an extreme wide shot shows the full meeting room, both delegations and the leaders at the center. This final visual serves as the closing documentation of the visit. No direct quotes were issued within the provided footage or documentation, and no public statements from either side were included in the reference material. As such, the narration remains tied exclusively to the observable facts: the Emir's arrival, the Crown Prince's reception, and the formal bilateral meeting held at Yamamah Palace. The visit fits a broader pattern of sustained diplomatic engagement in the Gulf region, where coordination among states continues to play a central role in responding to ongoing geopolitical developments. The presence of full Saudi and Qatari delegations indicates that the meeting was structured to address multiple portfolios of cooperation, even though their discussions remain private. The documentation from Saudi television and AFP indicates that the visit lasted long enough to include protocol greetings, a formal palace arrival, delegation-level engagement, and seating for extended talks. These elements collectively underscore the significance Riyadh and Doha place on maintaining open channels of communication. As regional dynamics evolve, meetings of this level remain important for shaping policy alignment on issues ranging from regional stability to economic strategy. While the footage does not reveal the content of these discussions, it affirms that Saudi Arabia and Qatar continue to engage regularly at the highest levels of leadership. This visit concludes with the Emir's formal reception and participation in talks at one of the Saudi government's primary decision-making venues. The visual documentation reflects a consistent message: the leadership of both countries remains engaged in direct dialogue, supported by institutional diplomacy and established protocol. The situation stands as documented. Qatar's Emir arrived in Riyadh, was welcomed by Saudi Arabia's Crown Prince at the airport, and proceeded to hold a formal meeting with Saudi and Qatari delegations at Yamamah Palace. This concludes the coverage of the Emir of Qatar's visit to Riyadh and his meeting with Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman.